DCW, DCW.
Hello everybody and welcome to DCW Blast. We are underway for another week as we grow ever closer to All or Nothing. We are one more week closer and we are now 2 weeks away. I hope you're ready for another crazy week of DCW wrestling. And let's get started, shall we? As the audience is ready to go, we're ready to go. We're geared up. Lots of good action happening tonight. Our main event will be Goose and the Brawler versus Webby versus Webby and Ross, I believe. It could actually just be a singles competition. I may have got that wrong in my brain. But I do know that DUA will be facing off against the Unprofessionals in our semi-main event tonight, so be sure to watch as we go forward. All right, first up, though, it is Donnie facing Professor Fox. And let's see how that goes, shall we? All right. Those guys, yeah. Hello, Dave.
Contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from out of this world, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Professor Fox.
All right, Professor Fox out. These two have been going at it a bit over the last little while. Both men wanting to get the better of the other. Of course, Donnie lost his match against Webby last week in his attempt to win the title. And here comes Donnie.
And his opponent from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 245 pounds, Dawn.
All right, so Donnie on his way. Both of these gentlemen want to win tonight for sure, and it is the opening match this evening, so you know that they want to get off on the right foot. We'll have some announcements coming later this evening regarding All or Nothing, so be sure to stick around as we have another match to announce. All right, here we go. They're about to lock up. Donnie adjusting his non-existent arm things. And immediately, Professor Fox picks him up. Samoan drops him. Donnie a little rough there. Gets smacked in the back. I don't think I've ever noticed. Oh, Pele kick connects, and that puts Fox on his back. Donnie picks him back up. You know, I never realized that he ever did that, to be honest, where he sits there and adjusts his shoulders. Miss by Donnie right there. Fox turns him around, throws him into the turnbuckle. Solid connection on that one. Now he's picking him up, and he's about to splash him, and does. Donnie in big trouble. Fox is actually being the aggressor and has actually been dominating the match so far. Fox dragging him towards the center of the ring. Goes for a quick pin. One. Not enough. Not anywhere near close enough, really. And then Fox able to catch Donnie again. Gets him with a boot as he's trying to get up. But Donnie able to reverse and get a move onto him. Now an elbow to the forehead. Thrown into the ropes and then slammed Donnie down to the mat. Donnie's trying to struggle back to his feet. Gets a quick European uppercut that connects. Now, snap suplex to go along with it. Suddenly Fox on the back foot as he tries to get back up. Donnie gives him a quick strike, but Donnie doesn't follow up beyond that, so Fox picks him up. Another Samoan drop. Samoan slam? Whatever you want to call it. Pinning attempt by Fox now. One. So far, that hasn't led very far. And a knee lift connects to stop that progress. Clashing in the middle of the ring, both parties. Kicks to the face, and then again, reeling now, Donnie is. And now he's got him up and side slams him. Donnie has not had a lot of offense in this match. Fox is making sure of that. He's stayed on him the entire time. Only a couple of reversals have saved Donnie from completely being dominated. Thrown over there. That modified German suplex. Now. Picks him up, slams him down one more time. This could be big trouble. Stretches that neck out, putting pressure on. Slams his head back into the mat again. Stood up now. Fox stares at him, strikes him, turns him around, and now has got him in a chokehold, and now it's the Kurakuda clutch. Is this it? No, Donnie's breaking free. Oh, headbutt to the back. Or more like the other way around. Back of the head to the front. Pinning attempt now by Fox, though. 1, 2, 3, and that was all she wrote. Donnie not getting any offense in, and this match went not very long. That was a bit of a surprise to begin the night. The former #1 contender for the DCW championship basically getting splattered by Professor Fox fairly simply in this match. Got to admit, I am a little shocked by that. I did not expect that, not one bit. Interesting opening to start with on an interesting evening. We still have not heard who the partners will be to help the DUA with their match at All or Nothing. But for now, Professor Fox with a big victory tonight. That's what he looks forward to, and certainly is his priority at this stage. Fox has to be pretty pleased with that victory and is looking forward to doing even more damage in this organization. So tonight we have the D&D Originals facing off against the Pack. So far, those battles have been back and forth, and both sides have been winning. So what we can say, regardless of what happens this evening, these two teams will meet at All or Nothing to prove which one is the better. All right, so we're almost ready for the next match. As we do, a reminder that on November 11th, we will have All or Nothing on this channel. It will feature the Unprofessionals going for all the titles across both brands, both Attitude and Blast, trying to earn all the gold or losing all the gold to what can only be called the DCW loyalists. But here comes the D&D Originals, Chris and Austin.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 504 pounds, Christopher the Professor and the Horseman, Austin, the Originals.
D&D Originals coming out. They got a big win the other day. Individually, they've struggled, but they are getting victories. So certainly the pack will want to win tonight, set that precedent in place ahead of their match at All or Nothing. That match will be an elimination match between the two parties. And here we go. Here comes the pack.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 772 pounds, Jack Walker and Alpha Wolf, the Wolf Pack.
All right, the pack coming out tonight, they want to set an example to these rivals that they have been in battle with over the last little while. A win tonight will go a long way to setting the stage for their battle. And I guess, in a way, put them in this position to kind of detriment, I guess, the other team, make the other team wonder and question. Basically hurt the morale. But first out, it is Jax versus Chris. Jax taking Chris over right away. Once again, aggression picked up by one party, but Jax hesitated, and now Chris is firing back. Comes in with a European uppercut that connects and sends Jax to the floor. To the mat, I should say. But Jax comes back, big clothesline, does a number on Chris. Boot to the back of the head to go along with it. Not a great start by the D&D Originals, but certainly not unrecoverable. Chris now working on Jax, throws him into the corner. That would be a good time to tag out to his partner, which he does. Austin and Chris getting ready for a tag team move. It's an airplane spin. And then followed up by a drop kick that connects, and there's Jax down. Austin with a big knee right to the head, sending the big Minotaur down on his back. Austin rolls him over and then just punches him right in the face. Jax now not getting any offense in, just getting absolutely leveled by Austin. All of a sudden, this match started with Jax on the offensive, but it has not stayed that way. Originals continuing to do damage to Jax. Jax having trouble getting any sort of momentum going. Austin just waits him out. Mistake, it turns out, and Jax makes him pay with a big DDT. Now an opportunity for Jax to tag in his partner. He walks over and does exactly that. Austin back to his feet, wobbly though he might have been, but Talon lets him get too far. Talon. Corbin. Wrong person. But Austin fires back, and now Corbin's in trouble. Austin stomps on Corbin in the face. And then a big Superman punch out of nowhere. And Corbin is down. So we traded Jax for Corbin, and the situation remains the same. The Pack getting beaten up early and often. Another very one-sided match for the most part so far. Working on the arms, the limbs, extremities, the face, everything under threat now. Austin picking Corbin up, and power slams him down. Sit down, powerbomb. Doing the work. Austin out with a knee to the face of Corbin. Corbin down and out. Raging up, roiding up, call it what you want. Austin ready to go again. Down he goes one more time. Big slam. Corbin does get to Jax, though. Bit of a mistake there by the Originals. And now Jax able to take back some control in this match. But he takes a boot to the face. Austin again turning into the aggressor in this match quickly. And now a DDT connects on Jax. Now his partner's not able to help him, and he's pinned. 1, 2. My goodness, that was close. Jax still in trouble. Still no sign. There's Corbin down. Still sat in that sat position where he's not moving. Austin tried to spear Jax, but he must have got DDT. Did not see exactly what happened. Corbin back to his feet. Jax now finally able to take some control here. Austin stood up. Corbin grabs him. It's a double arm underhook, and over he goes. Trying to get back to his feet, wobbling, but this might be a mistake. And it is, because there is the spear by Jax. Set up and waiting, and now he drags Austin back towards his own corner, goes for the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, last second escape there by Austin. So Jax goes over and tags in Corbin. Now Corbin's in. Stomp to the back of the head of Austin. He's got him kind of where he wants him right now. Third follow-up. Wrenching now onto Austin. So the Originals controlled and dominated most of the early half of this match. But the second half has been all about the D&D Originals, the Pack, who have been working as hard as they can. But now Austin back up, quick reversal, but then reversed again, and now he's in trouble. Down he goes. Corbin goes quickly after him, waits for him to stand up. Now doesn't get him and gets reversed on, and now Austin's going to bring him back in. Big suplex off the apron, and there we go. Corbin down and out. Austin now getting ready. Looks like he's going to try a Superman punch. Corbin up. Oh, it's a spear that connects instead. Down goes Corbin. Austin goes for the pin. Both parties trying to get in. 1. No. Not even 1. Jax able to put a stop to that. Austin hits Jax, and down he and Chris go. Corbin and Austin, whoever can get the better advantage of the other. Oh, and a big DDT. And Austin's in the winner's circle. He just has to pin him, because Jax is unable to help, but Austin's very, very deliberate, very slow. That might have cost him the match, because Corbin, even though he's getting worked on, is still able to reverse. But Austin comes back in, gut wrench, suplex. And now everybody's back up. Not to Monday morning quarterback, but maybe Austin should have gone for the pin when they were down. But he locks and loads and connects on that Superman punch, and down goes Corbin. Now he picks him up again and splatters him into the mat. Corbin fighting out of it. Needs to tag his partner. Doesn't. But Austin is wobbly. Corbin's got him up where he wants him and does put him down. Spikes him. 1. Not enough, though. Michinoku driver wasn't enough. So now it's a reverse situation. Corbin's lining up Austin. And here he comes. Pele kick. Connects again. He waits for Austin to get back to his feet again. Immediately closes in. Wrenches his arms. And now it's a DDT. Pinning attempt. Chris breaks it up immediately, though. Jax comes in, catches Chris, and just splatters him on the mat. Meanwhile, Austin, in trouble, does fight his way out of it. He's waiting on Corbin to get back to his feet. Chris unconscious outside the ring. Big spear connects again. Pinning attempt. Jack's going to come in and put a stop to it, and does. But Austin catches Jax, and now he puts Jax down. Both men down. Austin the only one standing amongst all 4 members. Opportunity for him to go for the pin. Instead, he goes to work on Jax some more. Picks Jax up. And then just immediately turns on Corbin. I'm not quite sure what the point of that was. Clotheslines Corbin once, twice. Ducks that one, and then comes in, and it's a 3rd. So Austin got Jax up, and then a Superman punch to Corbin. Another pinning attempt. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Another victory by the Originals over the Pack. A surprising win there. And the Originals turn on the Pack while they're down, kicking Jax out of the ring, and now they're working on Corbin. They're just going to town on him. Austin just doing a number on him. Chris throws Corbin out of the ring, and the Originals celebrate their victory as only they can. Cheap shots aplenty. And the Pack, now struggling to deal with this particular issue, are going to have their work cut out for them. Next up, it is Avalos versus Anthony. So, Avalos has been on a bit of a tear after his defeat at the hands of Webby a couple of months ago. He's been doing much better in the matches as of late. He would love nothing more than get another win here, put himself on the list in the pay-per-view. We do know that there is talk of a multi-man match among some of the members of DCW. We'll be finding out a bit more about that as the night goes along. And here comes Avalos. He got a win over Fraser last week.
Making his way to the ring from the United States of America, weighing in at 260 pounds, Shay!
So you'd love nothing more than to do similar with Anthony tonight. Anthony, of course, picked up a win last week. He will want to continue down the victory trail. But in order to do that, he's got a big challenge in front of him. Avalos is a very solid competitor. He's held titles. He's been a winner, so you know that he will be wanting to gain the victory here. And here we go.
And his opponent from California, weighing in at 220 pounds,
So here comes Anthony to the ring. We're going to see whether or not these two men will be able to compete against each other. And whether or not Avalos can defeat yet another competitor on his way to All or Nothing. And here we go. They lock up in the center of the ring. Avalos catches him with an atomic drop that just sends Anthony down immediately. Anthony trying to get back to his feet, but that's not happening very quickly. And he's decked immediately, and down he goes again. And Avalos making sure he puts punches down, but he does get caught there by Anthony. Anthony with a kick to the midsection flips him over. And down he goes. Avalos in trouble now. His head, grabbing at his head. Turns around. Now they lock up. Avalos wrenching on Anthony's arm. Got him in an arm lock, trying to make sure he yanks on that as much as possible. Loosen those joints up. Loosen anything up that he can in order to make it easier to get the win. Anthony now throws Avalos into the corner, jumps in on him with a big strike that connects. Pinning attempt. He's under the ropes, though. Whoa, they're counting it, but it's only a 1. And again, down goes Avalos. Anthony looked like he was trying to set him up for the 619, but didn't get the full distance, and Avalos just planted into the mat. Now he's going to go over with a quick snap suplex. Picked up again, but Avalos able to reverse it, gets that clothesline in, and sends Anthony back down to the mat. Strike to the back. Trying to get ready to do more, but Anthony able to quickly reverse again. This match going back and forth quite a bit. Anthony now in control. Throws Avalos to the other corner and comes in again. Strikes him again. Those punches, those leaping strikes are working rather well. Avalos in trouble now. Got a hold of his arm, wrenching on it. Avalos down. Struggling to try and get back to his feet, so Anthony stands him up and then just gets him into position. And now here it is. It's the 619, ladies and gentlemen. And he's getting ready to bounce off the top rope. Here we go. This could be all she wrote. Frog splash. Connects. Well, splash connects. I guess it's not a frog splash the way he did that. Pin. 1. Not enough. Avalos, even after everything that was just put on him, able to kick out at 1. Anthony striking Avalos. Avalos, though, kicks Anthony, picks him up, spikes him. Jawbreaker. Gotta set your teeth a waggling. And now bouncing off the rope, coming down, and he drops on him. Avalos in full control. Anthony in trouble. Lockup continues. Twist of fate connects. Down goes Anthony. This could be all she wrote. He's going to go for it. It is a swanton bomb coming in, everyone. And it lands. This could be it right here. 1, 2, and it is 3. Avalos with the victory. A big win for the man as he takes out Anthony, who at one point looked pretty good, but he survived the splash and was able to come back and get the victory, sending Anthony down and out in a surprisingly even match, I would argue. But nonetheless, Shade himself still pulls away with the win. And once again, Anthony back to the drawing board to figure out what he needs to do in order to gain victories here consistently.
Winner, Shade.
But Avalos walks away winner, and he will be entered into the multi-man match coming up at All or Nothing. It will be an 8-man elimination tag. And next up, it is Tripp versus Fraser. These two have fought on a few times. Fraser has not got the better of Tripp in any of these bouts, but he continues to try nonetheless. And here we go. First out, it is Fraser.
Making his way to the ring from England, weighing in at 227 pounds, Gentleman Johnson.
All right, here he comes. Who knows, John? Who knows? These two could be our partners. It is true. That is true, Dave. We still do not know who your partners are for the match at All or Nothing. I mean, if you're Kurt, you don't want to be affiliated with this particular jobber, as he says. But who knows? Who knows? Will we find out tonight? Not sure yet. But here comes Tripp.
And his opponent, from the pits of hell, weighing in at 276 pounds, the Devil.
All right, here comes Tripp. He will be looking to get a quick victory here. Set himself up. Ready for representing DCW in some form or fashion at All or Nothing. Big fella. Has a decent record. But he would love nothing more than to... I never noticed that before. That's funny. So, if you look at it where his uniform clasp is, when he does the old lifting up the arms, showing off the pythons, it stretches really weird. Bit of fun dynamics going on in that. Immediately, Tripp connects with Fraser, sending him to the mat, but Fraser fires back. Certainly looking a little better than he did last week when he was pretty much beaten pillar to post out of the gate by Avalos. Tripp, though, tosses him across the ring. Kick to the back now, and Fraser in trouble. Trying to get back to his feet. Strike comes in. Throws him into the corner, though. Big clothesline comes in and connects on Tripp. Tries to go for the pin. Tripp kicks out immediately. Takes him down. Boots him to the back, and Tripp in trouble. Drops a foot on top of him to make sure he gets control of this match. Tripp surprisingly under assault by Fraser. Maybe, just maybe, we might see the change of the guard here for Fraser, who has admittedly got very few wins. And quickly down he goes. Tripp, maintaining some authority, comes in with a big chop to the forehead, and down Fraser goes again. Kick to the upper back, and now he comes in and attacks the shoulder blade, putting the claw in on Fraser. Fraser struggling, trying to get free. And does. Takes down Tripp. Opportunity now to try and get back into this match. Strike on Tripp. Tripp just turns around. It looks like it didn't do anything. Picks up Fraser and annihilates him, for lack of a better phrasing. Strikes coming, raining down. Fraser in trouble. Fraser struggling to get any traction now, and the claw comes down again. It must be weakening Fraser's resolve early on in this match. He had been showing a lot of spunk, but now he's just being worked over. But he does finally reverse that. Tripp, and then goes for a boot to the face. Misses on that kick. Does catch him again, but Tripp comes in with a big strike. And now Fraser in big trouble. That splatter off the top of Tripp's shoulder. And now he's going to work on him some more. He puts him up. Camel clutch time. Stretching him out. Getting him ready for the final reckoning, I would assume. Here we go. Got him set up, and there it is. Down he goes. Power slam. Pin. 1, 2, and 3. And once again, Fraser back to the drawing board. Tripp with the victory, and he's in good shape. So will these two gentlemen, they do. They end on good terms here in this match, at least. Fraser may not have a lot of victories, but he does have the respect of the audience, at least. At least unless you're Kurt, apparently. All right. So now we are at our penultimate match. It is Rob and Devin representing the Unprofessionals versus the Danger Us alliance of Kurt and Dave. This match is, of course, just a preview for what's to come soon enough. So, will we see a better performance by Danger Us Alliance? They lost last week against these boys, or, well, I should say against Webby and Devin. They will want to do better here. Well, not last week. I guess that was the week. Lost to them anyway recently. And, of course, Kurt lost the title to them. I guess it was Ross and Devin last week that they lost to, but we'll have to see what happens here. Can they get a victory? Here comes the Unprofessionals.
All the way to the ring at a combined weight of 556 pounds, the Jester, Rob, and Devin, the Superstars.
The Unprofessionals here want to set themselves up for a big win tonight. Set the tone going into All or Nothing. But in order to do that, they got to beat these boys right here. We still don't know who their partners are. Who will come to their aid to stand up for DCW against the Unprofessionals?
And their opponent at a combined weight of 526 pounds, the Kurt and Dave, the King Baker, the Dangerous Alliance.
Both of these men know what it takes to win, and they know they got to come through for their squad tonight. After the loss last week, they want to make up for it. A win right here would go a long way to helping them out. And here we go. And immediately Rob comes in and decks Kurt, who started off for the Dangerous Alliance. Missed there, though. Kurt trying to get his wits about him, but Rob following up, but doesn't connect there. Goes into the turnbuckle, but a strike there connects. Oh, and another one. Now he's just punching at the competitor here, and Kurt struggling. Rob throwing him down. Oof. Drops a punch right to his face. It has been nothing but closed fist strikes. And he's just been raining them down on him, but Kurt finally firing back, puts Rob into the corner. Goes for the tag. He connects to Dave now, and Dave in with him. They're going to work on Rob. Up he goes and over. Now Dave has an opportunity here to get the advantage in this match. Take as much opportunity as he can to try and put the boots to Rob. But Rob is going to reverse, and over Dave goes. Dave stood back up. Rob throws him into his corner. There's an opportunity to tag in Devin, which he does. So Devin is now in. Dave in trouble. Bashing in on him. Punches flying in again. Wraps him up and takes him down. Dave trying to get to his corner, but a little bit confused. Kurt was reaching out, but unfortunately Dave couldn't figure out where to go. And now Devin is doing the damage. So far, so not very good for the Dangerous Alliance. Dave in deep trouble now. Kurt has not been able to get back in, and Dave is being unable to take advantage of their initial position that they had against the Unprofessionals. Devin just continually stomping on every appendage he can. Now grabbing a hold of Dave's head, dragging him over to his corner. It looks like he's going to just wrangle him into the ropes, which he does, position him. Now gets him up, and he's going to suplex him off of them, and does. Dave trying to get to his feet, but he's just taking an absolute trashing right now from Devin, who throws him out of the ring to the floor. Now he's up on the top rope, comes down hard, big fist connects. Dave in trouble. Devin continues to work on him. Throws him back into the center of the ring. But Dave is able to tag in Kurt. Kurt comes in and immediately gets caught, but does connect with a reverse kick that hits Devin and knocks him down. Drops another boot to the wrist. Kick to the face. Drops in again. Another boot to the face there sends Devin down one more time. Kurt working on the arm, getting Devin off of his feet and working his way through him. Now he sits in the corner waiting for Devin to get to his feet. Here we go. This could be all she wrote. Tries to come in with a high knee but misses. Now Devin back in control, comes bouncing off the ropes, which sends Dave down, and then curb stomp sends Kurt to his back. 1, 2. Oh, that was almost 3 right then and there. Kurt able to fight out just barely now. Devin throws him into the corner. Is he going to tag in Rob? Yes, he does. So now Rob's in. He's going to come across. Boot to the face. Connects. Dave tries to get Kurt over to tag out, but cut off by Rob. Now Rob working on the chin. Choke applied here. Kurt able to get out of that, though. Tries to close in, but still a little bit dazed. He gets caught out by Rob. Rob turns him over now. Looks like he's setting him up for a move, but he needs to be a bit quicker about it. There we go. Powerbomb coming in. It's a sit-down powerbomb pin. 1, 2, 3, and the Unprofessionals again get the better of the Dangerous Alliance. It has not been a good month against this team for the Dangerous Alliance. They need help if they're going to get the victory, because these guys have just been dominating them in every facet of these matches. And keep in mind, the match at All or Nothing is an elimination match. And the final survivor for either side, the one who wins, is the title holder of the DCW World's Championship, shares the Tag Team Championship, and chooses who will be the Triple Crown champion as well. So these two squads about to match up. And so far, you have to think that the Unprofessionals have all the advantage going into this final match coming up at All or Nothing. Meanwhile, Goose is fighting Webby. This is a singles match. I thought for some reason it was a tag team match. I don't know why. He will be seconded by the Brawler, while, of course, Ross coming out with Webby, as these four men seem to be in a bit of a kerfuffle against each other so far. So we'll have to see what that all means. But tonight it is Goose versus Webby. Champion versus challenger. The title not on the line tonight, but nonetheless, I think Goose would love nothing more than to get a victory here and show maybe the Dangerous Alliance that they might be the men to consider. And this is our main event of the evening. And here we go. And here comes Goose.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by the Brawler, Jonathan Williams, and representing the Legends from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 267 pounds, Goose.
The Brawler, Goose, both looking very determined tonight. Of course, Goose will be representing the two of them in this match. The self-appointed DCW loyalists have a big beef with Webby. And they want revenge on the champion. But we'll have to find out if they're going to get it, because here comes Webby right about now.
And his opponent, accompanied by Ross, Malcolm, Boyd, and representing the Superstars from New Hampshire, weighing in at 272 pounds, the world's heavyweight champion,
So, of course, the question on everyone's mind, can Webby hold the title after All or Nothing, and will he share the gold once again? Webby and his wandering minerals or minstrels, either way. All right, here we go. Whoa, the champ comes in and just decks Goose right off the bat. Goose in trouble early. Big kick comes in as well. Picks him up. Comes down with another strike. Goose feeling it and feeling the jeopardy. Brawler watching from his corner, trying to cheer on Goose, but so far not working out terribly well. But here we go, a little bit of counter offense now. Of course, these two men met at Destructorama, where Webby first won the title, only to find out 2 weeks later that he was going to lose it to Austin, who cashed in his MacGuffin. But he got it back, and ever since then, he's held on to that title like like a dog with a bone, I guess you could say. Stomps on the head of Goose. Come on, Goose, into the chair. You're channeling Kurt here, Dave. All right. Oh, the Dragon Sleeper in. Goose boots his way out of it, though. Webby now throws Goose into the corner, comes in and hits him hard. I have been told that the Dangerous Alliance will announce their tag team partners next week, and they will face the Unprofessionals in an 8-man tag match in the main event next week on Blast. Big clothesline by Goose takes Webby down. Boot to the back. Webby now feeling the wrath of the Goose. But Goose gets hit. The champ back up to his feet. Working on him. He's got him wrenching on the arm, trying to put an arm lock in place, but instead Goose gets him up and plants him down on the knee. Double arm underhook. Drop on the knee. Goodness. Goose taking down Webby. Comes in, shoulder checks him down again. But Webby throws Goose over, but Goose doesn't go down. He goes to the top rope instead. Champ is in trouble. Here we go. An axe handle sends him down to the mat. Goose has him where he wants him. Picks him up. Takes him over. He's trying to twist him over. Is he going for... Yes, he is. He's got a Boston Crab locked in. Webby tries to get out. He does eventually. Came very close to not making it initially. Goose now on the apron. Not a good place to be when the champ is right there. Webby getting close, but waits for Goose and then just knocks him off the apron with a jawbreaker of all things. Goose down, not out completely, but Webby there to follow up, boots him on his face down to the mat. Or onto the floor, I guess I should say. Punches raining down by both parties. Strike, chop comes in. That punch misses. That one connects, though. Big elbow and a chop and another chop. Tries to go for a kick, but gets caught. Webby takes him down and over. They are on 5. The count continues. They are not paying a lot of attention to it, but Rob does throw Webby back in. Goose now closing in, but Webby fighting back. The champion's not going to go out that easily. Picks him up. It's the Panda Slam. This could be all she wrote, but he doesn't go for the pin yet. Now he does. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Goose got out. The champ is not one to sit there and wait on a competitor. He goes after him, which is why he has remained the champ. Once again, goes directly at Goose. Doesn't wait for him to get up. Strikes coming in, and Goose is now bleeding from the forehead. Webby just putting the boots to him, and now finally Goose fighting out. Tries to come in. Goose gets caught, but does connect there. Now they collide again, and this time he catches him. Pinning attempt, but Ross interfering with the referee. That could have been it. Goose drops down with a boot to the elbow, and again, Webby, the champ, in trouble. Goose has him where he wants him. As long as he doesn't delay, he's got him set up and power bombs him. He hit the code breaker. Now the power bomb. Is this going to be it? Goose doesn't think so. Punches the champ. Takes him. Throws him into the ropes. Comes off and gives him a big chop. Punch to the face. They're nose to nose. Throws him into the corner. Goose punches him in the kidneys. And again. Strikes again. Goose wrenches him down. Tries to go for the pin. Webby kicks out. Goose trying to get his wits about him. It's been a long one. He's bleeding. Things have been rough. Tries to go for another boot, but misses. Webby grabs him. This is trouble. Power bomb incoming, and it hits. And he picks him up to do it again. And it's going to be a third time. And that will rackle your bones if nothing else will. And maybe, just maybe, set this up for the ending. Goose struggling to his feet. Webby gets him. If he gets the Panda Slam, this is probably it. He's got him. He's in the ropes, but he's not close enough. But he does kick out. Goose trying with all his might to fight back in this match. Underhanded tactics of the Unprofessionals working against him so far. Webby rolls out. Brawler does not go in for a cheap shot. Just waits his turn. Looks a bit like he was tempted, but doesn't. Goose, though, is trying to slide out. Doesn't connect. And Webby now grabs Goose. They're still out of the ring here. Bashes him off of the barrier. Picks him up again. Kick to the midsection. This is trouble. Goose has been doing all right, but now he's gotten thrown all the way out and over the barrier. Webby follows him out. This count still continues, guys. They're fighting out in the crowd now. Webby gets back to avoid a count out. Goose gets back in as well. But this match has already been crazy. Webby comes in and connects again. Knocks Goose down again. How Goose is still functioning in this match, considering the punishment he's taken, is impressive. Now Webby looking to get even more over on Goose. He wrenches the arm. But a strike to the stomach and another one and a third one. And now Webby in big trouble. Oh, but he misses, and that's going to give the champ an opportunity to come back in. And he just waits and stalks his prey. The blood on his knuckles. Goose in trouble, trying to get back to his feet, but this might be a mistake. It is. Goose is going up one more time into the air. And down. And this is probably all... No, this time it's the Brawler that gets into this. And now he distracts the referee. And now Webby goes for an armbar instead. So both sides cheating to try and win. Will Goose give up here? No. Not going to be that easy for Webby. This match has been solidly difficult for the champion. Both of these men fighting for all they're worth. He does get Goose there, though. Now, will he go for yet another Panda Slam? The fourth attempt. No, he gets him up, and he's going to German suplex him now 3 more times. How can Goose have anything left after this combination? down. He's gone again. Can the brawler help him out? Will he be able to fight out of this? Will he be able to come back? The champion has all the advantages right now, and he's making this so hard on the challenger. This might not be for a belt, but it is definitely for the respect that both parties want from the other. But I think we're about to see Panda Slam number 4, and there it is. And this time, no ropes and no brawler. 1, 2, and the 5th one does it. Webby, once again, the victor. This match was everything you'd want and more. That was a pay-per-view level bout that went all over the ring and outside of it. But unfortunately for Goose, he just took way too much damage in this match. Webby just laying it out on him. And with that, the champ continues to gain more and more victories over the members of DCW. You can bet the brawler who got beat up by Webby a couple of weeks ago in the back will want a shot at Webby